Yo, what's up? Bringing you that MLB The Show 21. So today we're going to go over parallel cards and what I feel like might be the best new feature in the game. So each card this year can get upgraded up to 5 attributes each. So last year we had prestige cards. Parallel cards are basically prestige cards, but they're boosted. Prestige cards last year were limited to only, a few players, we'll say. And parallel cards, any player, any card in the game can get it. Bronze cards, silver cards, common cards, and then you got your golds and diamonds. So really quick, we'll just look at like a base card right here. We got Yerman Mercedes, and then you got the parallels tab. So each one of these tabs, there's 5 different stages. Each one gives you +1 attribute. So for a green parallel, right now there's 21,000 people that have gotten stage 1 parallel of Mercedes. So that's kind of neat. And then if you look all the way through, there's no one that has gotten stage 5, which is Superfractor, but there is a couple people that got the red parallel, and there's 12 of them so far. But each stage of these gives you +1 attributes to all your attributes. So for like him, he has 81 contact versus righties right now. We get him to parallel 1, he'll have 82 contact versus righties and onwards. So everything you see right here is going to be +1. Last year with like prestige cards, you could only get +3. These cards are getting upgraded, throughout the whole year. And that's going to be really interesting for a lot of live series cards too. I feel like that increases the value for some of them. But let's take a look at some of our parallels so far. And this is all just from playing Conquest pretty much. So the best thing about this year is that if you want, you can do it offline. Last year, you were only able to like prestige your card playing online. This year, you can also do it offline. So that's one of the biggest changes. So playing offline includes Conquest, play versus CPU, and extra innings. And then you see the values on the right-hand side. So for every plate appearance, you get 10 PXP, which is parallel XP. And then a single is 5, a double is 10, triple is 20, home run is 20. I don't know why those are both 20, to be honest. And then a run is 5, RBI is 5, stolen base is 5, and a walk is 5. So anytime you do any of that stuff in a game, you're getting XP progress. Pretty much every game you play, you're getting XP progress because of the plate appearance. And then if you play online, you get an extra bonus. You get a 1.5 multiplier. That includes ranked seasons, events, and battle royale. So technically, it might seem like it's faster to, use these cards online and play them online. But in my opinion, it's probably going to be easier offline because you can play on rookie. You don't got to play against other people. I feel like it's going to be way easier if you really want to like parallel a card to do it offline this year. But if you do it online, the bonus is instead of 10 for a plate appearances, it's now 15. So those upgrade a little bit. But for like someone like Ken Griffey Jr., we are at parallel 2. So you guys can see we were the 3,157th person to reach stage 2. And there's 12,411. At stage 3 right now, there's 1,476. So it gives you a number for when you unlocked it compared to like everyone else. So that's one thing that I think is pretty cool. So one person already has the Superfractor of Ken Griffey Jr. The one that I have the most right now is Pedro Martinez. So all of his attributes, I get a +4 on. I was 186 to get him. There's 15 already with this. Pretty much, Pedro's the only player I've used in Conquest. Like, the only pitcher I've used. And I use them every single game. Like, we got ridiculous numbers. 64 games. Man, 64 games of Conquest. We've been playing way too much of that. But in 160 innings, 313 strikeouts, like, He's nice, but then again, like we are playing Conquest. We are playing Conquest on rookie and veteran difficulty. That's a given. Hopefully, we're upgrading him, and online, this card is going to be pretty nasty. So just going to the card itself, you might have a couple questions like, if I sell this card, what happens? So if I sell my Pedro Martinez, he's at stage 4. You guys can't go out and buy my stage 4. The parallel progress is tied into your account. So say I sold Pedro and then I went and bought him back maybe like 2 weeks later, I would still have my stage 4 progress. So that's one thing I really like. You can't necessarily grind a card and then sell it. I know in like 2K, there's like the evolution cards, and you can level it up and then sell it and make some profits. That would have been nice. but I kind of like that everything is tied into one account and all the progress is just tied into that card. You don't have to keep buying and selling it and then re-upping the parallel progress. So I think that's a really nice thing right there. And then just going back to like live series cards, I think we have a couple so far. So just like Shane Bieber, you know, we got him. He's an 88 overall. Technically for us, he's an 89 because we already got stage 1. I think this is going to make a huge difference for a lot of cards. Even looking at someone like, who's one of the best cards in the game? Mike Trout. Mike Trout with a parallel version. Like if you get him to parallel 5, this card's going to look pretty crazy. I think he has an inside edge right now. That's why he has +9. But if you look at contact, you know, you can have 90 contact with him, 95 power with him, with 74 vision. And vision definitely helps for online. I think it impacts the speed too. So if you go from 83 speed to 88, that's a huge boost. So a lot of these cards, when they enter parallel, you know, they could be big time game changers. And for most of these cards, I'm pretty sure like the threshold is the same as last year. Like a card like Mookie Betts, when you have that 80 power and you get a perfect fly ball, that's a guaranteed home run. So getting someone like Mookie Betts at least to parallel stage 3, and he has 80 power versus righties, that's going to make a difference. And then, you know, you get the speed upgrade, the fielding upgrade. So parallels all year round are going to be, I feel like, a big game changer, and it adds on to the inside edge. So there's days where you can have like super boosted cards. And the other good thing about this is, you know, you're getting progress offline and online. If you do a battle royale draft, you know, you're obviously getting progress. Let's just say we take a card like Ohtani and you keep drafting him in battle royale, his parallel progress is going to show in battle royale. So you can get some nice boosted cards in battle royale too. So if you're playing battle royale and you got your silvers and bronze, they can be boosted +5, which, you know, in battle royale, that could be a huge game changer. And then obviously in like events, and I wonder if in events, if it impacts the rating. It might impact the rating system, you know, like how sometimes there's a rating cap. It might impact that in events. But still, you know, in ranked seasons, events, battle royale, this is going to be such a nice change. And then just looking at some of the pitchers, you know, even live series, any pitcher really, like the Grom, give him a +5. Card is going to be nasty. This card's already pretty nice because he throws 99 with a good slider, changeup, and curveball. And then you got someone like Garrett Cole. I don't think this year it impacts the pitch velocities though. Like last year, the pitch velocities would change when you upgrade, like when you prestige the card. I don't think the parallels change the pitch velocities at all. So I might have to keep an eye on that. If you guys have like a base Pedro, let me know what he looks like, because I don't remember what his base stats were. And you guys can kind of see the difference right here. I'm also like, I have him +4, but he only has a +3 rating difference. So some of these obviously, you know, don't matter as much, but still, you know, these upgrades, I think in the long run are going to be a big factor. And for especially like live series cards, it's going to hold more value for them because they can get upgraded up to 5 ratings. That's going to be such a big game changer, you know, throughout the year. And then whenever you're playing, you're getting progress towards these. You don't even have to like try to get progress. You're just naturally getting progress as you play along. Like all of these are just from Conquest. You know, I'm not trying to get progress, but we are getting progress. I will say though, like Ken Griffey Jr., I know, like I said, it's Conquest, but his swing is looking pretty nice. And same with Babe. Like Griffey and Babe, those 2 cards are looking pretty nice. I did like Fielder's swing. So there's a lot of cards that are going to be really good throughout the year. And then you even got like your sleeper cards, like the bronze and silvers and even golds, that are going to be super valuable when it comes to battle royale with this upgrade system. I think I covered everything though. You know, the parallel cards, once again, you know, you get it with every single card in the game, I guess, except your creative player, which they have the tab right here, but you can't get progress. So I don't understand that. Maybe that's something we have to, you know, shout out at SDS, see if they can do something like that, because that creative player is kind of hard to level up also. I think this is going to be one of the best features in the game because of the potential it has. And it's kind of cool to see like the rarity of cards. Like if you have a #1 superfractor, you know, one, that person grinded out that card, but also, you know, he was like the #1 person. I think like the coolest thing for me would be to get like a super refractor of a player and it be their jersey number. So like having number 24 of Griffey, like that would be pretty dope if you get that super refractor parallel. I think that's what, like, if I really want to try, like that's what I would try to be doing, is trying to get like the jersey number tied in with the super refractor. Makes it a little bit more unique, I guess. But I think I covered everything when it comes to these cards. You can do them offline and online. Every single card in the game can get a +1 to +5 upgrade, you know, depending on how much you use that card. You can use them in every single mode, you know, Battle Royale, events, ranked seasons, and then offline modes like Play vs CPU, Extra Innings, and Conquest. And you can sell your cards, but they're all tied into your own progress. So like you can't get one of my parallel 2 cards, for example. So this is just one thing that's going to make cards unique throughout the year and maybe play above their attributes, you know, if you get them to that stage 5 parallel. And at some point, you know, maybe we'll make a video of like the fastest way to get parallel progress. I'm pretty sure just playing versus CPU versus the Orioles, you know, if you want to play 9-inning games at like a hitter friendly stadium, you'll get a ton of XP. But that's something we'll have to test out, you know, at some point. But other than that, let me know what you guys think about this system. I'm actually like, I didn't think this is something I would really care for, because last year I didn't care for prestige cards, but I feel like this year they did it so much better that I'm kind of excited to, you know, upgrade these cards and use them throughout the whole year. And I guess at the end of the year, you know, we'll see the progress we've made with every single card. But let me know what you guys think about, you know, parallel cards. And, you know, if there's like one card you really want to upgrade, which card that would be. But until the next one, if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, drop a like in the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out.